look at something a little bit more complex now. We're going to add two sets of brackets to our questions. So we've got a large set that goes on the outside and the smaller set on the inside, indicated by the curved brackets. Okay, I know brackets come first, so I'm going to leave the 50 minus. Now, the rule of thumb is the inside brackets come before the outside brackets, so I can actually open up that bracket to the 25 minus, close the bracket, and work this in between here. So 3 plus 19 is 22. I've now done my first line. Drop the equal sign. I know that my 50 minus doesn't get used yet because I've got some brackets here. So I'm going to go 25, subtract 22, and that equals 3. Drop the equal sign. 50 minus 3 is 47. We have another one with two sets of brackets here. Okay, we've got the outside brackets, which we know we work last, and the inside brackets, okay, which get worked first. Alright, so because we're outside the bracket at the moment, I know that 4 plus doesn't get used or touched until I work these bigger brackets here. So I've got my 20 divide, close my bracket, and I'm going to solve this inside bracket first. 4 plus 1 is 5. Drop the equal sign, drop the 4 plus, and work my brackets. 20 divided by 5 is 4. Drop the equal sign, 4 plus 4 is 8. This one here, okay, is starting with brackets, and that's okay. You're going to get a variety of different questions that are going to give you lots of different answers, so with all different orders of operations. So we've got a large bracket, a 12 minus, small bracket, 3 plus 5, small bracket, large bracket, and a times 6 on the outside. So we're going to leave the 12 minus, close the bracket and go times 6 on the end, and work the inside brackets here. 3 plus 5 is 8. Drop the equal sign. Now we're going to solve the brackets first. 12 minus 8 is 4, and drop the times 6. 4 times 6 is 24. Okay, so just continue to follow the rules of brackets first. Inside brackets come before outside brackets. Okay, reading across whatever comes first, multiplication or division, and then addition or subtraction. Sometimes we get questions with lots of multiplication and division symbols, so we actually have to add the brackets. This is what we've already been doing to these questions. So for example, I've got 4 times 5 plus 2 times 3, okay? And we've been given an answer this time of 26. So it's almost like you're going to work backwards. So it's best to insert or draw the brackets to make it easy to complete the question or display the question as it should be to achieve the answer. So these sort of operations here are giving us an answer, okay? And we've got to figure, well, okay, in order to achieve that answer, what do we actually have to do to this question to get there? Okay, so this is basically figuring out how they got the answer. So if we look at this one here, 4 times 5 equals 20, and 2 times 3 equals 6. 20 plus 6 equals 26, okay? So by adding those brackets around the 4 and the 5, and the 2 and the 3, we've now achieved the answer of 26. Let's look at another one. We've got 16 minus 2 times 3 plus 1 equals 8. Again, we're given the answer for this one. So basically, to get an answer of 8, you have to bracket something in this question, okay? So if we look at this one here, we've got a 16 minus 2 equals 14. And then we've got a times 3 plus 1. Now, if we put a bracket around the 3 and the 1, okay, that gives us a 4. So 16 minus 2 times bracket 3 plus 1, which is 4, is going to give us the answer of 8. If I now go ahead and work this question, you're going to see what I mean. So if that now becomes 16 minus 2 times 4, let's order the operations here to see if we can achieve that answer of 8. So I know that I've got to bracket the 2 times 4 because it comes first. So 16 minus 2 times 4 is 8. 16 minus 8 is 8, which now shows me that by bracketing the 3 plus 1, I can achieve an answer of 8. Okay, here's another one. This is a big one. 5 plus 20 divided by 4 plus 1 times 3 equals 23. So again, we've got 5 plus 20 divided by 4 plus 1 times 3 is 23. And we've got to figure out where the brackets go in order to achieve 23. Now in this case, there's going to be some inside and outside brackets. So if I place the big bracket around 20, okay, and also around the 1, okay, I've got my first big outside brackets. But in order to achieve the answer of 23, I've got to put a curved bracket around the 20 and the 4, okay? And I'm going to work that for you to show you that that is achievable. So let's have a look at this. Equals, now 5 plus drops down, my big bracket opens, okay? I put the plus 1, big bracket closes, times 3. I then work the 20 divided by 4, which is 5. Drop the equal sign, and I go 5 plus, and then the times 3, and I solve this in the middle. 5 plus 1 is 6. Then I work across and realize that I've got a plus and a multiplication. So if I bracket the multiplication, I just drop the 5 plus, solve the 3 times 6 is 18. Drop the equal sign and I add 5 with 18, and that gives me 23.